Hello everyone. I'm happy to introduce you to Kashi, who has undergone green belt and black belt from Benchmark Six Sigma, and I welcome him to this talk. So Kashi, would you like to tell everyone about your background and something about yourself?
I'm an instrumentation and controls engineer with an MBA from the University of Melbourne. I've been fortunate to have about 22 years of experience in various capacities, such as change management, strategic planning. I've run a strategy business unit when I was in SAP, and I've also done business development, project management. Have been fortunate to work in culturally diverse companies such as Honeywell, SAP, Petronas, and Intel. I have worked in countries such as Singapore, Japan, the US, and Middle East. Currently, I'm working with Moog in Singapore. Moog is a motion control solution company, and I'm responsible for business process transformation in Asia Pacific.
Having spent 22 years with these top companies, you must have been using Six Sigma concepts and some of the techniques at these places. Would you like to share how things have been till now on this front?
Yeah, of course. I've been using the concepts or the principles behind Six Sigma in various activities which I've been doing in these organizations. And here are some examples. In my current job, I'm doing business process improvement initiatives, what I call as BPIs, and I've been using workshops to come up with affinity diagrams. In solution map workshops in SAP, I've used again the concept of affinity diagrams. And if I come to think about Pokoyoke, I've been building graphical user interfaces when I was in Honeywell for various plants like petrochemicals, oil and gas, cement, and as well as iron and steel companies like Tisco and CBAG, etc. I've used as regression and correlation analysis a lot in Petronas because I was doing business models for them, primarily to find out enterprise value as well as determining cash flow at risk in their value chain. I've done Pareto analysis also again in Petronas to find out which are the companies which are adding maximum value so that we can focus first on that. I've done measurement system analysis in distributed control system projects of Honeywell. DCS, as you may know, is basically automating the whole measurement systems for both continuous and discrete measurements in plants. So that's primarily what I've been using.
So Kashi, if you look at your past, if you had been using the structured approaches like DMAIC or DMADV, do you think things could have been different, or you could have approached certain management challenges in a different way?
Certainly. I wish I had gone through the Six Sigma training before, because one of the biggest values that I see is that this has given me proper terminology and methodology. So DMAIC is a fantastic methodology. As an example, I've done something called SPOT, which is sales process organization transformation, which basically is incorporating a McKinsey model into our sales process. There was this article by McKinsey which mentioned that organizations spend the same amount of time and resources on a $10,000 deal as a $1 million deal. So now how do you break that and not get stuck in the middle? So based on the concepts that was outlined, I had basically done an analysis and found that in our organization we were doing the same. So perhaps with a proper DMAIC methodology, I could have tried to make it in a more structured fashion. Another example that I can think of is inventory value optimization. We saved a lot of money in Petronas, where there were about 27 plants, and close to $250,000 we'd saved on optimizing inventory across plants. So there again, if we had put in, many of these cost targets or cost reduction targets were defined as the project went on. So instead of doing that, if we had a proper methodology and and build a business case based on the define and the measure phases, that would have been really helpful, I think. And also in VA and VA analysis for the solution map, which I had built together with my team for SAP Oil and Gas. There again, we made what is called solution maps, which look into the end-to-end business processes from Michael Porter's model of value chain model, yeah, I could have used the techniques of VA and VA to communicate the benefits to the customer probably better. So yeah, these are some examples.
Now, having undergone the black belt training and having learned these techniques which are covered in the black belt curriculum, where do you think you could be using some of these techniques? So have you been building some thoughts around them? Would you like to share something with our viewers on this?
Well, I can think of two statements. One is data-driven decision making, and the second is VA and VA, or rather NVA elimination. Data-driven techniques, basically, I had done this project in Moog, where we rolled out customer relationship management software across in all the Pacific countries. We have a fantastic opportunity to use the CRM for objective forecasting. So what it means is that we can find out the sensitivities and the correlations of data, both from internal and opportunities perspective, as well as the external customer and customer, as well as the economic environment perspective, and try to find out how much we can forecast the future and with what confidence, and look into our order intakes, our hit rates, etc. So certainly there are some exciting things that we can do for objective forecasting and using control charts to see if you're going to hit a recession, and what kind of corrections do we need to do in terms of either hiring or downsizing, or in fact even investments in capital expenditure projects. So that's basically on data-driven decision making, and again on non-value-added analysis, the NVA elimination in the business process improvement. These are like small projects which we could do with Kaizen and eliminate waste and improve process efficiency. So there are some exciting possibilities which I think I can use as I move along.
Yes, I agree, Kashi. Business model building, improving forecast accuracy, understanding correlations better, NVA elimination, all these are going to go a long way in creating some great business impact. And now that you've gone through these green belt as well as the black belt training, would you like to share something about your feedback on these programs?
It's been fantastic. Benchmark Six Sigma was extremely professional. What I liked about Benchmark Six Sigma is that you guys always have this big picture focus. So you put in, for example, your DMAIC, and then you teach us things in a very systematic fashion, and always lead us back to the big picture as to where we stand. So that is very nice. The second thing which I really liked was the interaction amongst the team members, as well as the whole class. We all come up from various different backgrounds, interestingly, in my green belt training, I was, one of my teammates was from the airlines industry, and he was a steward, and he was trying to upskill himself, and so it gives a phenomenally different view as to what I'm used to in my engineering and business background. So yeah, so these were some exciting stuff which I got. So I'd like to thank you, for having me and training me too.
Yes, Kashi, it has been good having you in these training programs, and I found that there was a lot of value addition in the program, and in the discussions you were able to always bring out some great perspectives which I think many participants benefited from. So to end this interaction, do you have any specific message that you have for the viewers?
Well, I would really recommend people to go through this process of learning, especially senior management, because many times we don't see the big picture, and we might actually set up where we want to take the company in the next 5 years or 10 years, and have a kind of a strategy map which just deals with the what portion. What I find the black belt as well as green belt programs do is to fill up the how portion, so how to get there. So it gives a very precise methodology, and it also gives a structure, to not just dream about where we want to be, but to pave the road to go there, and to reach there on time, so that we don't miss business. So I would recommend, especially senior management, to enroll and learn about this.
Great, thank you for this interaction, Kashi. It was good interacting with you.
Thank you.